episode is sponsored by Teamhood, a modern project management system.
Welcome back. Hello, everyone. We're still in Agile Day Kaunas 2023. It's almost at the end of the workshops and the day in general, but we still have a guest with me together. Hey, Kevin. Maybe you can just briefly introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Kevin Pedersen. I'm an Agile coach in South Africa, in Cape Town, and I've come up here to visit your beautiful country and come to this conference as a guest speaker.
Yeah, and we just briefly touched, that this is the first time you're on the Lithuanian and this workshop, conference. How do you see it? How do you like it, or maybe not?
No, I think it's really good. I haven't seen much of the country itself. I only flew in very late last night, so I missed out on some of that maybe, but hopefully experience a bit more tonight and tomorrow. The conference itself, I think, is really well run. It's very good. I like the fact that they've got the 3 tracks running simultaneously, so the 2 workshops and an open space. It's a great idea. I haven't seen that before. So yeah, I think it's good success.
And did you manage to participate in any of the workshops, or you were mainly in the open space area?
So I did the first workshop slot I facilitated, so I had to facilitate that one. The second one I was in an open space with Nancy talking about playful games, so that was really, really good.
Yeah. So, and then as you facilitated, how did you like the audience? Did they actually, were active? How did you feel about that?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The room was full, which is always a good sign, right?
Oh yeah.
It's always the one thing you worry about when you're a facilitator. Is anyone actually going to turn up? The one thing I found really strange is normally when I'm facilitating a workshop, I like to walk around the tables and listen to the conversations. I couldn't understand anything anyone was saying.
They were mainly all the Lithuanians, and they speak in Lithuanian.
Yeah, I think so. But no, it's fine. I mean, it's about the conversations they were having, and when they gave the feedback, it was all in English, and so that was great. And I think it's it's good that they can talk in their own language, so they can really get the passion and feeling across, and then translate it later. I think that it was fine, but it's just the first time I've experienced that. So.
Oh yeah, I guess it's really usually when you're going around and you're listening to those conversations, you still can join or maybe lead something, and now in different language, I guess oh come on,
a little bit harder, yeah.
What to do now for these 5 or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Cool. And in open space, I guess if you didn't join Agile Day Kaunas this year, we have 3 different tracks, and even in open space. So there's 2 workshops and 3 different tracks in open space. So there's a lot of places where you can be and where you can join and listen, or just co-create with others. Did you maybe what was the most interesting topic from the open space which you heard, or maybe saw on the wall, but you could not participate in that one because you already were somewhere?
So the one I was with Nancy, and she did almost 2 slots of open space. So it was an hour long, just talking through games games that she knows. She got so many.
All the briefings.
Yeah. And then she talked about how to do them in person, and then what the difference is remotely. And I think that was really valuable to me, because I do have a lot of games I play in person, but not so many remote. So to see how she translates that into the remote setting, very valuable information. I thought it was great.
Yeah. I managed to participate just for 10 maybe minutes, 20, not the whole hour, but I love that because it's like she adopted those games, I think, which many of us maybe knew and maybe played with the friends, but then she said that it can be valuable in the virtual world, and what even this game could bring for you as a facilitator or a scrum master or the leader, because one of our game actually can show you the behavior, how the team collaborates and stuff like that. So that's interesting. Maybe did you which of those games you mostly like, or maybe you have your own game which you still prefer more than of those?
So I mean, my favorite go-to game is when I'm training Kanban and we want to teach the concept of flow, and we talk about the plane building or shipbuilding game, both very similar games. I've not seen a remote version of that works yet for me anyway. So that's one I'd still like to see happen. But some of the ones Nancy showed us some great energizers actually, which you don't really think about too much when you're doing remote work. So how to do counter 33 remotely and things like that is quite a valuable thing. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because quite often it's so easy when you're doing remote work. It's so easy to forget about energizers. They're still really important.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good question. So, well, I know and I feel strongly that it's really important to have energizers, to have those team activities, games, gamification. Well, I guess you are on the same page. This should be included in our workday. And
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Remote and live, I guess.
Yes.
Both ways. They should not be different. So
No.
come on. Yeah. So cool. There's still some time. Maybe what you expect to have at the end of the day.
So I've got an open space myself to talk about a little bit about what the Agile Mastery Institute is and how we're trying to disrupt certification process, the industry, and talk about are Scrum Master certifications even useful now? What is the perception of people out there? And I've already heard quite a few people talk about it already. So I'm hoping that brings some nice debate. And then I think that's more towards the end of the open space, and then.
And while you bring this topic, I think you even when you presented this topic, if I remember correctly, you want to gather this, how people value the certifications, do they need, if they need, what they want to achieve. Is that right?
Absolutely. So like we all know that it's fairly easy to get a Scrum Master certification. You take a 2-day course, you're a certified Scrum Master. It doesn't mean you're a good Scrum Master, but it feels like everybody feels the need to have a certification, or most companies, when they look for a Scrum Master, the first thing they look for is, do you have a certification? Why is that? Why?
Okay, yeah, that's actually a really interesting topic. So I guess I hope that I will be able to join you in your talk, and maybe then for the next year, it will be something similar. Would you try to attend again, or one time is enough for you, or this type of workshops with open spaces, or conferences with open space and workshops is actually the cool ones, and you would recommend to others, or not?
So I love going traveling. So I'm like applying to all kinds of conferences, but because I live in South Africa, it's a long way to come. Yeah. So I need an excuse to come to a conference overseas, and it's usually if I've been invited as a speaker, then I'll make the effort to go. So yeah, we'll see what it brings. I don't know. I can't promise anything. We'll see how it goes.
Cool. Thank you, Kevin. And for now, we will say goodbye because we still have to join the open spaces ideas, which there was a lot on the on the board. So thank you, everyone. Bye, Kevin.
Thank you.